Good evening, everyone, and a very, very, very warm welcome. 2022 is here. It's been 2 years almost since we've all been meeting, and it's been an exciting journey. So I can, with all my energy, with Pan, with Mom, the entire Square Panda team, I have the absolute privilege of welcoming you all to this new year. Head down and pray that it's a new year that brings in a different normal. You know, a normal which is like our normal, which we used to. So, welcome 2022. And Pan and his mom are here wishing you a happy new year. And Pan is telling his mom, Mom, I'm getting ready for the new year. And mom says, Pan, 2022 is off for a start. All I want you to do is do some numbers. I want you to read a couple of books in a day. I want you to put all your things back, pack your bags, brush your teeth, drink your milk, behave like a good person, be kind, be happy. And if you can just throw in some art, then 2022 will be a great start. And then, Pan, we need to look after this nation. So, what you also need is to have the 21st onwards century skills. And why not some critical thinking and collaboration? Now, Pan says, oh my God, that's a lot to do. And imagine what Pan's teacher has to do. Because if mom's expecting Pan to do all of this, she needs to be, the teacher needs to be completely prepared with a fantastic curriculum that's effective, that's useful, and that's easy to implement. So, to talk about it, I'm bringing on my favorite content developer, leader, Shweta. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So glad to be here.
Oh, yes, we've waited for you for a long time. And I think that's what this whole platform has been all about. Right? It's been about knowing people, it's about growing together, it's been about getting excited to be on this platform. When we just started this evening, Shweta asked me, how do you manage this week after week? So I feel that the platform manages me.
How nice.
The minute Sheffield says live, even if I'm exhausted, I suddenly feel this energy. And this is a promise that I make to myself and to the Square Panda team that's trusted me. The day I will stop feeling excited about doing this beautiful 45 minutes for you, I will stop doing it. But till I'm happy, till I'm excited, I'm going to keep coming here and sharing with you. So, Shweta, we'll start with your story. One very quick glance of how you came into curriculum design and just a bit about yourself to the audience, please.
Surely. So I started my journey, about 12 or 13 years back. I did my master's in human development from Nirmala Niketan College of Home Science, Mumbai. From there on, then somehow I just got so intrigued into reading up content about children, designing curriculum for them. And then it was not just about designing curriculum, right? How do you transfer it to the teachers? How do you explain your thought process to them? So from designing curriculum, then it took a little waiver into teacher training. Then from teacher training, it was actually getting into the classrooms, understanding ground level challenges, that if you design fancy curriculums with a lot of English in it, with a lot of teaching aids, what are the challenges teachers face? So then I started meeting teachers, interacting with them, seeing the sessions we had written as to how in ground level it comes into a reality. So then got into operations, then from teacher training of teachers, then got into creating training modules for say coordinators, for principals, for heads of schools, writing content for them, then writing content for events, celebrations, annual day, sports day, and the n number of celebrations that keep happening in school all round the year. Then started designing parent workshops, and what should be the content of it, what are the topics on which parenting can be. So it's all about content, about all stakeholders, children, parents, teachers, management, and bringing them all together to make sure that, you know, what we design or what we create is used by the end user.
तो श्वेता, आपके आपके बच्चे क्या छोटे हैं या बड़े हो गए?
मेरे बच्चे छोटे हैं और आई थिंक वो बहुत अच्छा है, बिकॉज जो मैं डिजाइन करती हूँ वो मेरे सबसे पहले बोलते हैं ना, जैसे उन पे टेस्ट किया जाता है, वो मेरे एक्सपेरिमेंट्स होते हैं कि ये एक्टिविटी काम कर रही है कि नहीं, इसमें बच्चे को मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा. सो फॉर्चुनेटली इन द इनिशियल फर्स्ट 5 years of my career, my daughter was very very young, so she was in that age group of 2, 3, 4, 5. So as she kept growing, I kept increasing my level of, you know, designing curriculum levels and learning from there. And by then my son happened, and then with him it was entirely again, you know, as if now you are testing out the new things that are coming out in the market. अब इतना टेक्नोलॉजी पे फोकस आ रहा है, तो चलो, यू नो, बेटी के साथ सारा ट्रेडिशनल वे किया, बेटे के साथ सारा टेक वे ट्राई किया जा रहा है. सो इट्स स्टिल एन ऑनगोइंग जर्नी विद.
ब्यूटीफुल. तो अभी आपने कई दफा सोचती हूँ कि मैं क्वेश्चंस क्यों नहीं डिजाइन करके रखती हमारे सेशंस के.
हाँ जी.
टाइम आप लोग जब कुछ बोलते हैं तो एक ट्रिगर ऑफ क्वेश्चन का आ जाता है, उसका मतलब आपने ट्रेडिशनल मेथड इम्प्लीमेंट कर लिया है और आप टेक्नोलॉजी को अब बहुत यूज कर रही हैं. आप क्या सजेस्ट करती हैं एक अच्छे करिकुलम में क्या होना चाहिए?
बहुत मुश्किल क्वेश्चन है, स्पेशली बिकॉज ऑफ द पैंडेमिक एंड विद स्कूल्स अभी ऑनलाइन चल रहे हैं और फिजिकल क्लासेस नहीं रिज्यूम हो रही हैं. बट समवेयर एक बैलेंस्ड अप्रोच रखना जहाँ पे इट्स नॉट एंटायरली टेक्नोलॉजी ड्रिवन, क्योंकि अ प्लेस ऑफ अ टीचर, अ प्लेस ऑफ अ बुक, अ प्लेस ऑफ दैट physical sense of flipping your books and scribbling in them cannot be replaced by an app and it going tuck tuck tuck. I mean, there needs to be a balance dono ways se, right? For the mental well-being, physical well-being dekha jaye to, and that becomes important as content planners ke hum log bacche ko, अब we times are evolving, so technology will come into the picture. बच्चों को वो यूज करना ही करना है, but how do you not, you know, overdo it such that the child stops reading absolutely? Because what a story reading can do, a story viewing cannot have those skills absolutely. Three Little Pigs का स्टोरी होगा, वो वीडियो देख के भी सीख सकता है, वो बुक पढ़ के भी सीख सकता है, पर इंटेलेक्चुअल कैपेसिटी जो रीडिंग से, वोकैबुलरी डेवलपमेंट, फोनिक्स, वो वर्ड को कैसे प्रोनाउंस करना है, उसकी फ्लुएंसी कैसे आनी है, वो सिर्फ बुक रीडिंग में आएगी.
And also the child has to do it.
Absolutely.
Technology can help, and this is something जो हम लोग बहुत बात कर रहे हैं. रिसर्च जो स्पेशली पिछले 2 साल की रिसर्च है वो अब रिजल्ट्स लाने लग गई है.
राइट.
लोग जब ये पैंडेमिक शुरू हुआ था तो सब बिल्कुल ब्लाइंड टेक्नोलॉजी के पीछे भागे थे. अब सब सेटल हो गया है. वो ह्यूमन टच का की नीड बहुत बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग नजर आ रही है. श्वेता, जब आप डिजाइन करते हैं कोई भी करिकुलम या स्पेसिफिकली जो आजकल आप काम कर रहे हैं इनटू द हार्ट ऑफ इंडिया, आप किन चीजों का ध्यान रखते हैं करिकुलम को डिजाइन करते हैं?
सबसे पहला जो हम चीज ध्यान रखते हैं इज व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी माय टारगेट ऑडियंस. मेरा टारगेट ऑडियंस क्या होएगा? वो एक प्राइवेट स्कूल यू नो टीचर है, या वो एक गवर्नमेंट स्कूल टीचर है, या वो आंगनबाड़ी सेविका है, या वो आंगनबाड़ी सहायिका है. सो बिकॉज जब तक मैं वो टारगेट ऑडियंस नहीं समझूंगी, रिसोर्सेज नहीं बना पाऊंगी. रिसोर्सेज नहीं बना पाऊंगी तो करिकुलम प्लानर में मैं क्या ही डालूंगी या क्या ही यूज करूंगी. ऑफ कोर्स बाय एंड लार्ज हमारा पेडागोजी सेम रहता है, दैट इट नीड्स टू बी अ चाइल्ड सेंट्रिक करिकुलम. Teacher needs to be a facilitator, the teacher needs to be a mentor, there must be learning corners, whether it's an Anganwadi or whether it's a private school. But again, in those learning stations, what are the kind of materials? In a private school, there will be probably 2 teachers who will handle you know, a set of age group. In an Anganwadi, it will be a multi-age setup, whereas the sevika will be only one. So how does she manage? So the approach approach stays the same, but the design, the template, the resources is what needs to differ. Otherwise, you're not doing justice if you're trying to fit one curriculum for the entire of India. Will not work.
तो जो मैं समझ रही हूँ श्वेता आपके बोलने से, आपका जो बेस नॉलेज,
हाँ
इंफॉर्मेशन,
जी, हाँ जी,
एक्सपीरियंसेस वो हर बच्चे के लिए बराबर होने चाहिए।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
हम उसके साथ डील कैसे करते हैं,
बिल्कुल
हम बहुत ध्यान से हमें अपने करिकुलम डिजाइन में डालना पड़ेगा।
बिल्कुल,
हम
एग्जैक्टली।
एक एक टर्म है आजकल जो बहुत यूज होता है, मतलब उसको कहते हैं डिजाइन थिंकिंग।
हाँ जी,
पहली दफा इस शब्द को सुना, डिजाइन थिंकिंग, तो मुझे लगा बड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स चीज है, यू नो, डिजाइन बड़ी क्वालिफिकेशन चाहिए। बट हमारी जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम है और अब जो आप कर रहे हैं, isn't it a very strong part of that design thinking?
Absolutely, because and it gives you so much of creativity, right? Because concept वही है, तुम्हें fruit सिखाना है, तुम्हें vegetable सिखाना है, पर क्योंकि तुम्हारी target audience different है, तुम अपना डिजाइन को कैसे उसको उभर के लाओगे such that your target audience will accept it. Plus, within India, there is so much diversity, Sonia ji. There's so much diversity. If I want to do a simple topic like transport, and auto rickshaw in a North Indian setup, the colors are very different. Whereas when I move to the west of India or south of India, the colors are different of that auto rickshaw. So on my flashcard, should I have a green and a yellow, or should I have a black color? So these are things the child should be able to relate to कि हाँ मुझे ऐसा ऑटो रिक्शा दिखता है मेरी स्टेट में या सिटी में, बट अगर मैं ऐसा कोई लगा दूंगी कलर जो नॉर्थ इंडियन चाइल्ड बोलेगा नहीं हमारे यहाँ ऐसे ऑटो रिक्शा नहीं होते, या साउथ इंडियन चाइल्ड. सो वी हैव टू बी सो केयरफुल व्हेन वी डिजाइन एनी टीचिंग
From different
रिसोर्सेज.
regions, yeah, whether it is a, so what I would also suggest, ऐसा एक थॉट आया मुझे कि हमने अगर एक येलो कलर का ऑटो डाल दिया तो हम शायद एक आउटलाइन डाल दें और कहें बच्चे को, बिकॉज मैं आपको जब सुन रही हूँ आई
हाँ
एम
जी,
वरीड कि एक किताब में हम कितने रंग डाल सकते हैं ऑटोज के,
बिल्कुल.
तो हम क्या आउटलाइन टेम्पलेट्स बना सकते हैं बच्चों के लिए जो कहते हैं कि ये एक कॉमन है, आपके आसपास क्या होता है। मैं आपको ये क्वेश्चन पता है क्यों पूछ रही हूँ, क्योंकि बहुत सारे करिकुलम डिजाइनर्स मुझसे पूछ रहे हैं कि मैम हम ये एंड इंडिया की वाइब्रेंस है, तो हम क्या करें, हम क्या इतनी किताबें बनाएं। तो मैं आई थिंक ये कॉन्वर्सेशन से मुझे जो समझ में आता है कि हमें मोस्ट कॉमन जो कलर कोड्स हैं, प्रोसेसेस है, वो हम किताबों में डालें, हम चीज के साथ एक कलरिंग, ड्राइंग एंड एक्सप्रेशन को हम आगे चलने दें। श्वेता जी, डू यू थिंक ये हेल्प करेगा करिकुलम डिजाइनर्स को?
Absolutely, क्योंकि it also gives some amount of ownership on the child, and it also gives him or her a freedom of expression. We also talk as content planners. I cannot just always say that the apple color is red. There is a green apple. There is a yellow apple. So this what you just suggested makes it wow, because इस तरीके से मैं बच्चे को सिखा भी रही हूँ और बच्चे को एक sense of इंडिपेंडेंस और फ्रीडम भी दे रही हूँ कि वो चूज करे कि वो कौन से कलर के रंग भर के अपना ऑटो रिक्शा को उभारना चाहता है या चाहती है.
एक वक्त था जो मैं जैसे करिकुलम में, अब आप 12-13 साल से हैं, मैं आई थिंक दिस इज माय 32nd ईयर शुरू होने, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है पहले हम बड़ी सादगी से आउटलाइंस करते थे हर चीज के, ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट छोड़ देते थे, बच्चे के लिए ब्लैंक होता था, तो बच्चा अपनी मन से जो आसपास देखता था उस पे कलरिंग करता था। फिर टेक्नोलॉजी बढ़ी, प्रिंटिंग आई, कलर प्रिंटिंग आई, अब हर चीज को हम रंग भर देते, बच्चे का स्कोप हमने कम कर दिया मेरे हिसाब से, टू मेक इट मोर अट्रैक्टिव, टू मेक इट व्हाट वन। एक पॉइंट जो हमारी बातचीत में आता है कि करिकुलम को हर दफा बहुत ज्यादा don't take away the children's work from the curriculum. जैसे आप उनके एक्सपीरियंसेस को आने दीजिए। श्वेता जी, मुझे एक चीज और बताइए कि जब हम करिकुलम डिजाइन करते हैं, हमने ऑडियंस के बारे में बात करी, हमने ये बात करी कि बच्चों को थोड़ी सी लिबर्टी अपने आसपास के माहौल को उसमें ढालने की देनी चाहिए।
Yes.
तीसरा और सबसे जरूरी, हम किस चीज पे इस करिकुलम को बेस करें। हमें कैसे पता है कि किस बच्चे को किस उम्र में क्या पढ़ना चाहिए? सो इसके बारे में अगर आप थोड़ा सा बताएं।
Yeah, this is a very relevant question because preschools, there are so many books out in the market. Yeah, you know, there are so many books that suggest cursive writing होना चाहिए. कोई books बोलते हैं कि नहीं, number names ये एज ग्रुप में होना चाहिए. कोई बोलते हैं बच्चे को कैपिटल लेटर और स्मॉल लेटर्स नर्सरी में ही लिखना स्टार्ट कर देना चाहिए. So, I mean, which book do you refer? What do you pick up as your base? So when I work with my team, so हमारी teams हम randomly नहीं, we can't just go by any article that the internet suggests. So India has beautiful guidelines, may it be the Nippon guidelines, may it be the NCRT documents, may it be the NCF, that is the National Curriculum Framework. We as content planners really spend a lot of time reading these documents because हमारे nation में already इतना सुंदर काम किया हुआ है, तो why not start from that? Why reinvent the wheel of, you know, picking up something, looking at 10 other websites from abroad and then starting your research? Of course that exposure is good, but our work is not bad either, so we of course take these things up. फिर हम लोग इनको लर्निंग माइलस्टोन्स एवरी एज वाइज डालना शुरू करते हैं कि 2 साल के बच्चे के लिए क्या माइलस्टोन्स या लर्निंग आउटकम्स अचीव होने चाहिए, 3 साल के बच्चे के लिए क्या होने चाहिए, 4 साल, 5 साल, और फिर एक्टिविटीज उन आउटकम्स के हिसाब से हम बनाते हैं. नॉट एक्टिविटीज बनाना और फिर डिसाइड करना कि इस एक्टिविटी का क्या लर्निंग आउटकम होगा. दैट इज रिवर्स वे और अ रॉन्ग वे ऑफ प्लानिंग एनी करिकुलम.
एंड आई लव्ड व्हाट यू सेड. बड़े सालों से ये मेरा एक बिलीफ रहता है, तो मैं इसलिए इंडियन फ्लैग अपने पास एक छोटा सा लेकर हूँ, क्योंकि मुझे जब मैंने काम करना शुरू किया था और जब मैं अपने बुक्स को ऑथर किया, तो किसी ने मुझे बोला कि आपने ये देखा क्या वहां का? तो मैंने कहा कि उन्होंने मेरी कंट्री देखी क्या? So has that country which we are running after
Absolutely.
even equal to a city in my country? तो मैं उसको फॉलो करने के बजाय, एंड व्हाट आई लव्ड अबाउट व्हाट यू जस्ट सेड इज कि हमारे जो नेशनल रिसर्च ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं, उनका डेटाबेस मर्शिता इतना बड़ा होता है कि आप सोच भी नहीं सकते. आप में 2000 बच्चे देखते हैं तो वो 2 लाख बच्चे देखते हैं. I loved what you said, rather than reinventing the wheel. करिकुलम डेवलपर्स, प्लीज हमारे जो प्रेजेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं उसको पढ़िए, बहुत मदद मिलती है. एंड यू also another reason why I stop at this point is that a lot of organizations are spending so much of money unnecessarily जब ये सब already है
available है.
So that is such a beautiful way कि ये एक young leader है, और ये she says that मैं अपनी टीम को भी कहती हूँ. तो आपकी टीम में जब यंग लोग आते हैं और ऑब्वियसली जब आप लोग कंटेंट बनाते हैं तो बहुत लोग इस कंटेंट में काम करते हैं, इट इज नॉट एक कंटेंट में काम कर रहा है. आपको दिक्कतें क्या आती हैं एक कंटेंट को क्रिएट करने में? व्हाट आर योर मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट, and I'm not talking in context of the organization you're working with now. एक concept कि जब मैं content create करती हूँ तो मुझे ये दिक्कतें आती हैं.
So I'll like to state one example before I speak about challenges, and this example is a very simple activity that was planned in a curriculum. Now it spoke about that the teacher needs to do a pizza making activity in class. So the teacher had to get the base, and it was a topic on vegetables जो cover करना था class में. तो उसमें बच्चों को ऊपर tomatoes डालने थे, capsicum डालना था, onions डालना था, grated cheese, and the teacher had to bake it. Now the learning outcome that was given was so that children understand the flavors of vegetables when they are raw and when they are baked in a baked form. Abhi, this teacher in the classroom said that what has this curriculum planner given? There is no baking that I can do in class or in school. So, मुझे ये activity tweak करना पड़ेगा. And what the teacher did, she made a cardboard का, base, and she gave some little sprinklers as cutouts to children, and she asked them to stick it. So she converted this into an art and craft activity. Now, when there was some audit that happened, they said that, but the learning outcome was for the child to understand the flavors of the cooked vegetables and the raw vegetables. Then why did you convert it into a art and craft activity? The learning outcome has not been met. So the teacher innocently says, doesn't the curriculum planner know that our school doesn't have baking? Even if I would bring a dough and all these veggies, where would I bake for them to understand? So who do you blame? Do you blame the curriculum planner or the content planner who जिसने अपनी तरफ से बड़ा अच्छा learning outcome achieve करने के लिए, और ultimately who is the sufferer who has not achieved or understood in this entire process?
If you ask me who I would blame is, I would definitely say the curriculum designer. Because that curriculum designer did not check who the audience was.
And resource availability.
What are the resource availability? And that teacher is suddenly thrown into this chaos. So therefore, sometimes, Marshita ji, when I am actually reviewing curriculums, तो मैं बहुत critical हो जाती हूँ. मुझे कहती हैं कि आप बहुत ज्यादा हमें परेशान करती हैं, बट मैं उनको पूछती हूँ कि जो भी करिकुलम डिजाइन करता है, इमेजिन इट इम्प्लीमेंटेड बाय यू ऑन ग्राउंड. Who can implement it on ground? Give it to the teacher.
Absolutely.
Please don't put it into the curriculum. It's not to the teacher. I love the example. बहुत ही beautiful. एक और बड़ी interesting चीज. Now that the NEP says bilingual, it says कि आप अपनी मदर टंग भी सिखाइए बच्चों को. एक तो पहले कंफ्यूजन है कि क्या इंग्लिश नहीं सिखानी चाहिए. नहीं, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है.
नहीं.
आपको अगर आपकी बुक्स इंग्लिश में है, बिल्कुल ठीक है. सिर्फ आपको उसके एक्टिविटीज आप बाइलिंगुअल कर सकते हैं, मतलब दोनों में. अब ये करते करते क्या होता है श्वेता जी, हमको बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सी एक स्टोरी बताने वाली. सो जब आप कन्वर्ट करते हैं इंग्लिश टू हिंदी, तो क्या होता है श्वेता जी, आप जरा ऑडियंस को ये जरूर बताएं.
So challenges in curriculum planning are always there to make sure that, the monthly planner maps with your weekly planner maps with your daily planner should be aligned to the worksheets, to the different teaching learning materials you create. हो सकता है एक curriculum planner ने daily planner बनाया है, दूसरी ने weekly planner बनाया है, letter S किया जा रहा है, तो एक ने लिख दिया है वर्कशीट के ऊपर letter S, दूसरे ने एक्टिविटी में डेली प्लानर में लिख दिया कलरिंग ऑफ सन. सो अगेन इफ द टाइटल्स आर नॉट मैचिंग, टीचर इज कंफ्यूज्ड दैट व्हाट आर वी एग्जैक्टली डूइंग. आर वी डूइंग कलरिंग ऑफ सन और आर वी डूइंग लेटर एस? सो दीज आर सर्टेन challenges that when you actually join all these pieces together, you need to make sure that they all sing the same language. Your one document to another document cannot have discrepancy, otherwise the end user is absolutely confused. This is one major challenge in content planning. When it comes to bilingual, things get a little more challenging, I must say. A simple example or a story, because you asked for. So we write in a educator's language, to write something like read aloud this story to the child is very, very common. Now, when you give it to a translator, and I was reviewing the file, it comes across as chilla ke ye kahani bolo. The translator does not come from a background of education or teaching. It has changed the meaning of the sentence completely, where read aloud has become chilla ke bolo. Another example where we said pat the back of the child or appreciate the child. When it came into bilingual approach in Hindi, it became as बच्चे को मारो या बच्चे को मार के पूछो. तो it just changes the meaning. It makes it hilarious, but if it goes out in the manner,
it
can get very scary. So again, making sure that the translators also are involved in all the briefings that we are having about curriculum design, about design thinking, about our pedagogy. It's not that their work is only of translation. Nahi, translation ke saath mindfulness again in what they are writing, how they are writing, because that can change the tables altogether. And if that is gone incorrect, all of what you have planned, वो बोलते हैं ना रायता फैल जाएगा.
This is so beautiful that आप ये जो briefing वाली बात कह रहे हैं, I think this is something which is going to be a very useful hint to people कि जो भी आपके translations कर रहे हैं उनको sensitize करिए.
बिल्कुल.
ऐसे होना चाहिए. अब एक और बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज होती है जब आप ट्रांसलेशन करते हैं एक भाषा से दूसरी भाषा में, स्पेशली जब आप इंग्लिश से हिंदी करते हैं, तो कई दफा आपके ट्रांसलेटर्स इतनी खूबसूरत भाषा जानते हैं और बोलते हैं, और वो आपको ट्रांसलेट करके दे देते हैं. अब वो भाषा इतनी कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाती है कि जो एक कॉमन टीचर पेरेंट है, क्या वो समझ पाता है? तो श्वेता जी, हमें एक एग्जाम्पल ऐसा दें आप जहाँ पे बड़ी सुंदर ट्रांसलेशन हुई हो, बट जो बहुत मुश्किल हो. आपके कोई एग्जाम्पल है तो जरूर दीजिए.
Sure. So, in simple English terms, suppose if I have to say that, that we have a kit and this kit will be given out to children, and this kit caters to various domains that children will, engage in as they use this kit. Now, when it comes to a Hindi translator, the Hindi translator knows a lot of, say, nice words about it, and अपनी तरफ से he or she has used the best of Hindi words. But when I finally listen to it or the audience listen to it, like you said, it can get very heavy. To give an example, हमारे पास एक शिक्षात्मक किट है जो आप तक पहुंचाई जाएगी, और किट को घटकों में एक घटक वर्कबुक में है जिसमें विभिन्न डोमेन क्षेत्रों अक्षरों से जुड़ी कहानियां, मूल्य आधारित कहानियां से जुड़ी कहानियां, योगासन, फिटनेस गतिविधियां. सो इट जस्ट गोज ऑन एंड देन यू completely lost track of what you were trying to say in a very simple language. So it gets like a tongue twister sometimes when even I'm reading it कि oh my god इतना सारा
ये कैसे समझाएंगे? So language, so when you're doing, this is also something for all curriculum developers who are doing, two languages. It could be, Shweta's using Hindi, but you could be using your, local languages. रखिएगा कि जब आप translations कर रहे हैं, तो वो उसी सादगी से translate हो जैसे जो कोई एक common person समझ पाए. Use the correct words because they are difficult words, but you should be able to make it very, very simple. और Ashita, so these two examples are things which I am going to note down and keep कि मैं कब जब translations कर रहा हूँ तो मैं क्या ध्यान दूँ. आप also जो मैं आपको देखती हूँ या जो नए teams को देखती हूँ मैं, आप लोगों की teams में अलग-अलग लोग content लिखते हैं. तो how do you create a guideline for that in the sense कि आप एक क्या उनको क्या देते हैं ताकि आपके जो 5 लोग आपके लिए कंटेंट लिखें वो एक लाइन से आपके लिए इजी हो जाए? What would you do to consolidate your content?
So a lot of it you learn while you work with people. It doesn't come with some guideline book कि this is how you need to work with teams and this is what you need to do. It's only when you start working with so many people who come from such diverse backgrounds do you realize, okay, you need to evolve your ways of managing teams, of inducting them. So simple things like somebody might be making a worksheet on letters. The other person might, one may make on uppercase, one may make on lowercase. Then somebody else is making flashcards. Now a letter A is written in so many different ways कि इसने वर्कशीट में मे बी एक टेल के साथ लेटर ए यूज किया है, पर फ्लैश कार्ड में किसी ने उसका टेल यूज नहीं किया, उन्होंने सिर्फ प्रिंट वर्जन यूज किया है. सो अल्टीमेटली जब वो printed resources और वो worksheets बच्चे के पास जा रहे हैं, the age should match. It shouldn't create. So creating these base documents where you provide it to the team saying that, you know, our fonts are in this manner, our characters are these, this is the script that we generally use. This is so those files become very, very imperative to help them see, read, and then they take it on from there. So it becomes work becomes easier for us who have to finally give it on the table as well. And also it becomes much more better for the end user that okay, now all of these have the similar look and feel or similar design.
मैं जब लीडरशिप देखती हूँ, मैं आपको बहुत कुछ क्रिटिकल क्वेश्चंस पूछने वाली हूँ, शायद सेंसिटिव हो ये, बट दिस इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू एनी वन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. Many times I see a lot of correctives being done. इसको ठीक करो, इसको ठीक करो, इसको ठीक करो, इसको ठीक, and it's done eventually. To blame for that processing of correctives. मेरे पास 10 कंटेंट डिजाइनर है, 20 कंटेंट डिजाइनर है, और मुझे कंटिन्यूस उसको करेक्टिव्स करते जाना है. तो ये who is to be blamed for this corrective process?
It has to come back to the leader, because it is somewhere where the leader has not given an orientation or a direction to the team. That is where the team is lost and is creating so many versions and it's going back and forth. So bhale, if it takes some time for you to organize your thoughts before a call or a ask comes to you as a leader, take some time off to first put down what exactly do you want the team to do. Figure out whose strength, because within a team there might be a mixed set of people. Somebody's strength would be worksheets, somebody's strength would be writing, somebody's strength would be creating resources. So I need to pick up the strengths of my team members and then allocate those work, because then it will finally create a team bonding among the team. There will be less of blame work, and ultimately without the team the leader is nothing, right? Today if I take pride of whatever work I have created is because of the teams that I have worked with. Without them I alone cannot do anything for any organization. So I really owe it big on my team, and I say that it is under your wings that I can fly. Without you people I am nothing or nowhere.
Wonderful. So any team that is continuously going through trouble, is continuously unable to create the correct content, please step back, sit down and breathe, formalize everything, come to a certain, and go in a systematic way. So I think, like what Shweta says, this rests with the leadership. There's another thing very quickly I'm going to ask you before wind up. When a team member goes wrong in content design, this is something which I've seen for many years. We always keep telling them, correct it, and send it back to me. How important and imperative is it for the team leader to know every bit of content design as a leader?
I think it gets very imperative for us to know our job. Only then can I guide someone really well. Otherwise, it's like I'm just trying my luck out, that I've just given it, and how she does it, I will take it to the table and give it. No, it doesn't work. I must be very clear, be able to visualize and see what I want the final product to be like. And when I describe it, the other person should be able to grasp it. If the other person still sees gray areas, that means somewhere my communication needs to improve, or my thought process needs to improve, or my briefings need to improve or get more crisper.
Very few leaders say this, that I need to improve. That is the reason I'm asking you this question, because I do see a lot of trouble when people are creating. Another thing, I think this is also something which I'll just very quickly put in, is that any team leader, when you're doing a corrective of content, do it and explain how it should be done, rather than saying this is not the right way to do it. Absolutely. So what's the right way? As team leaders, please learn the right ways. I think that's a very important part of content creation. So tell them that. So we very quickly go through whatever we decided that we, one is to know your audience. Yes. To understand that India is a very, very diverse country. please follow the norms that have been set by beautiful research organizations of this country. It's a lot of good research work. Don't keep reinventing the wheel. Change the wheel a bit. Take ownership for what you do. As leaders, set your templates absolutely correct. Have leaders who smile a bit more. आप कंटेंट क्रिएट करते हैं माश्विता जी, मेरा एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन बिफोर वी वाइंड अप, कितना जरूरी है आपके कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स को दिल से खुश होना एक अच्छा कंटेंट बनाने के लिए? नहीं तो आई मीन आई डोंट नो वेदर इट्स करेक्ट और नॉट, बट क्या ये मायने रखता है अर्ली इयर्स के कंटेंट के लिए?
Absolutely, and something very small within our team or within our culture that we have made sure is any birthday that comes up in the team or any celebration, ek aadhe jitna bhi pressing timelines ho, we have to meet for half an hour on a Google Meet to make that person feel special. Because once the person knows that the organization values me or does something special for me, that team member will walk an extra mile when there is a deliverable or a timeline to achieve that, because they feel the sense of ownership or accountability towards the organization. So I think once they are happy working in the space, their mind is less cluttered and they'll be able to write a seamless and a very simple content. If the mind or head is cluttered and having a lot of animosity or thoughts that I'm never being appreciated, I'm not valued, the content will not come out. And वो read करने से पता चल जाता है कि ये plainly लिखा गया है, कि ये दिल से लिखा गया है. So there are a lot of team members, when you read and you okay, I think this person has written it, because the love just pours in the style of writing.
So beautiful. तो हमारा एक the carry back with us very preciously is जो आपके content writers हैं उनको ऐसा environment दीजिए जो वो दिल से लिखें, दिमाग को of course use करते हुए, but दिल से लिखें, because for little children this whole connect is so important, right? So Shweta, this is a beautiful note to wind up on. A content creator is not about how much information you're giving the children. It's about who you're giving it to, how you're giving it to, and what you really realistic expect from them. I wish you and your team very, very happy growth, beautiful content for children. And thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much. My pleasure. I think I've been waiting and I've been the very fortunate one to begin 2022 coming on your show. And it's an app. I keep watching and I keep thinking, when will I be on the show? And thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to wait out. ये कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स के लिए भी एक बड़ा अच्छा हिंट है. कभी कभी जब नहीं समझ में आता क्या कंटेंट लिखना है, के लिए उसको छोड़ दीजिए. Thank you. And have a lovely year. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Square, square, panda.